Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 08036886158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Monday edition of your favorite program on television, Inside Nigeria. Your breakfast show. Today is Monday, 11 December 2023. And my name is Winifred Weber, your host on the program. I want to sincerely apologize for bringing the program a bit behind schedule. We were experiencing some technical glitches. But however, as it may, we've started on the program. As you can see, we have an array of newspapers just for your review on this first segment of the show, talking about Nigeria's most influential newspaper, Leadership, The Punch, The Guardian, Vanguard, and of course our sister publication, National Economy. On this first segment of the show, we are starting with Leadership. It's this time of the year where Leadership nominates personalities and agencies for their sterling qualities during the year. And of course, the Person of the Year award, which is gracing the cover of Leadership today, Monday, 11 December 2023, is no other person than the President of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He is Leadership's Person of the Year 2023. Congratulations to our President. And in quote, for a can-do spirit that has marked him out as a quintessential politician, for bracing monumental odds to emerge as a candidate of his party, the APC, and winning the 2023 presidential election, and for a raft of difficult but necessary decisions to reposition the country, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is Person of the Year 2023. Congratulations once again to our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on this laudable award from Leadership. And above that, we have a column which was written in 2011 from our chairman, founder of the paper, Sam Nda Asaya. Today marks 3 years of his passing, and his column, which he wrote in 2011, is Why Nigeria is Going Down. Even though it was written in 2011, it's still as apt and succinct as it was many years ago. That's about 12 years ago. May the soul of our departed founding chairman continue to rest in the bosom of our Lord. Amen. So from the cover, we go over to the page 3 of this time around. Is no longer page 3 because we have some series of awards publication in today's Leadership. However, we still want to see what our stand is on. Well, let's just move over to the back page of the paper where our last word with our founding chairman, Sam Daza, Why Nigeria is Going Down, continues. But inside the back page, we have our Monday columnist that put the pit side, and he's writing on the drum for electoral reforms. The drum for electoral reforms. Monday column with Daku pit side. For more stories, inside pages, and of course, the other awardees, which publication is in today's paper, just log on to the website. Of course, you see whether your name and even the name of your loved one and agencies are captured in Leadership's annual award. From Leadership, we move to the next paper on our menu, and that is The Punch. Punch leading story says Dangote Refinery, diesel jet AI A1 hit market January, petrol delayed. Dangote Refinery, diesel jet A1 hit market January, petrol delayed. Piecemeal crude oil supply delays PMS to others. Marketers welcome aviation fuel, diesel production. Africa's largest refinery expects supply of 5 million barrels of crude beginning from late January. This is the leading story on The Punch today, Monday, December 11, 2023. Federal government to spend 837 billion naira on 2,254 roads, bridges. The story continues on page 30 of The Punch. 18 died, 27 injured in Abuja Kaduna road crash. Stories on pages 4 and 5 of the Punch. The second leading story says Niger ECOWAS panel to resume talks, more sanctions loom. Niger ECOWAS panel to resume talks, more sanctions loom. Which takes us to the stories ahead the masthead. External reserves fall by $520 million in 5 weeks, CBN. External reserves fall by $520 million in 5 weeks, CBN. Nigeria's revenue not enough to support development, says IMF. PFAs make 8 trillion naira profit from pension investment. These are the leading stories on the Punch today, December 11, 2023. For more stories, continuation of headline stories, log on to the website of the Punch, www.punchng.com. From the Punch, we have the Guardian on our menu. Guardian's leading story, as usual, is exclusive. It says assets declaration. 6 months on, Tinubu's net worth unknown. CSOs kick. Assets declaration. 6 months on, Tinubu's net worth unknown. CSOs kick. That is civil society organizations. And of course, we have an illustration beneath the leading story. We have president's own picture with question mark. Olusegun Obasanjo. Let's start with Yar'Adua's administration. It says Yar'Adua declared assets valued at 856.5 million naira, yearly income of 18.7 million naira, and his wife Turai had 19 million naira. We have Olusegun Obasanjo's assets in 1999 and 2027 are unknown, and just like President Bola Tinubu, Buhari declared less than 30 million naira in his bank accounts. Breakdown shows $150,000, 2 mud houses, livestock, orchard, and a plot of land, while Goodluck Jonathan's assets kept secret. Of course, we can see from the illustration that is only the late President Yar'Adua, Musa Yar'Adua, that actually declared his assets. Beneath that, time to reorganize and adopt state policing. That is the editorial on page 12 of the Guardian today. 109 senators donate December pay to Tudun Buri drone victims. ECOWAS team negotiates with Niger on return to civil rule. And the last cover story says Nigeria lost over 15 multinationals in 3 years. This is disheartening. Nigeria lost over 15 multinationals in 3 years. This sums up the headline stories today on the Guardian. For more on these inside stories and of course the editorial, which is on time to reorganize and adopt state policing, you log on to the website of the Guardian, www.guardian.ng. From the Guardian newspaper, Vanguard is next on our menu. Vanguard's leading story says manufacturing sector bleeds as forest loss rises 400% to 466 billion naira. Manufacturing sector bleeds as forest loss rises 400% to 466 billion naira. And the riders squeezes profits by 24.6%, leads to layoff of workers. Multinationals exiting, threat to economy, analyst. 18 dead, 27 injured in Kaduna Abuja Expressway auto crash. Federal government sets up panel to verify project variation claims. 1.5 trillion naira debts. 2024 budget. Federal government to spend over 23 billion naira on rehabilitation of airports, aerodromes, others. $792 million trapped funds. Foreign airlines at breaking point may exit Nigeria's airspace. Aeta. Kaduna error bombing. Security agencies not on same page. Governor Sani alleges. Coup. Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso alliance won't weaken ECOWAS resolve for democracy. Tinubu. And of course, we have modern interview on Vanguard, Anatomy of Corruption in Nigeria, Part 1. How everybody is involved in public sector corruption by Ademola Adebo, former CCB commissioner, which ends today's Vanguard's review front headline stories. For more, you log on to the website of Vanguard, www.vanguardngr.com. From Vanguard, we'll move over to the last paper we have on our menu, and that is our sister publication, National Economy. National Economy this week, because it's a weekly business paper, says $168 billion remitted in 8 years. $168 billion remitted in 8 years. Diaspora Nigerians warn of decline in remittances in 2023. Diaspora Nigerians warn of decline in remittances in 2023. Of course, the report for remittances this year is yet to be revealed. However, diaspora Nigerians warn of decline in remittances in 2023, as the report says that $168 billion was actually remitted in 8 years, as global economic hardship bites harder. On the strip, we have "Will banks become tech companies to survive fintech challenges?" This is a story you have to find out more on as you log on to the website of National Economy. Of course, we have two leading stories above the masthead. Nigeria secures $150 million battery manufacturing deal with Chinese investors. Nigeria's pharmaceutical imports surged to 81.81 billion naira in third quarter. The story continues on page 5 of National Economy. So with that, we've come to the end of the newspaper review in first segment of the show. Don't forget, second segment is coming where we'll usually have a guest in the studio to talk about some headline stories. Don't go away. Stay tuned. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, the program is Inside Nigeria, your breakfast show on leadership television. My name is Winifred Gbebo, and of course, as usual on the program, I have my Monday guest with me in the studio. He's a political economics, a public affairs analyst, Aliu Elias.
Thank you for having me,
so
and
much.
good morning to you.
Yes, good morning. Now, Elias, today is very, very unique in the sense that today marks the 3rd year anniversary of the passing of my founding chairman, Sam Nda Asaya. So, from what you have been hearing about him, what would you say about this man that 3 years, even after his passing, the paper continues to thrive?
Thank you so much. Nigeria as a country, we need people like Sam Nda Asaya, because his legacy has actually outlived him.
Yes.
Most people have this money, have this initiative, and they will not be able to exhibit it even in Nigeria, let alone to benefit humanity. Look at how many people has benefited from what he has started. He has also created a good definition for newspaper and media generally. So he's a rare gem, and we'll continue to celebrate him for his positive impact on this organization. You could see that even after he has came on board, with this, if a pharmacist at that who look at who came around
I was actually
to
coming
really
to that.
delve into journalism and
Yes.
actually excel beyond what we can all
Yes.
imagine. It's
Yes.
a very huge achievement.
Yes,
So,
he was a pharmacist. He
Right.
was trained as a pharmacist, but at the end of the day, because of his love, don't forget his father was also a journalist.
Right,
in
right.
Nigeria, and he had love for media. He was actually a columnist. Actually, do you know, I got to know him first through his column, because he used to write in Daily Trust in those days.
Yes.
And I'll be like, oh, who is this man? Who is this man? He writes so well. He writes so well. And coincidentally, I found myself working under him. I would say that as a founder, as a publisher, even as he was so humane.
So philanthropy
he was a philanthropist.
at that, it's always difficult to connect your passion with reality. But he has been able to marry the two. What he
Yes.
loved doing, he was able to actualize it, make it a reality, benefit him, benefit Nigerians and humanity at
Yes.
large. That's a great one.
I'm able to say that my late chairman was a destabilized Nigeria, because
That's correct.
everybody from all tribes, from all walks of Nigeria, even different religious backgrounds, we all worked under him, and he treated us so fairly.
That's a good example.
And he was so gender friendly.
Right.
It may interest you to know that most of the editors that we have were females. I was an editor too,
Right.
in one of the titles.
And that shows that how a good leader should
Yes.
really handle things. You could see that he has bring about all tribes, all language,
Yes.
all religion together, and a gender sensitive person
Yes.
at that. So
He
he's
gave everybody equal opportunity.
that's why he is this successful, and beyond him the legacy still continues. May his gentle soul rest in peace.
Amen. Now, today's publication is also unique in the sense that it's this time of the year that leadership actually, of course, this was done
Right.
a few months back, but they actually announced the people they select or they nominated as those that have made lasting laudable achievements during the year. And of course, on the cover today we have our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the person of the year 2023. We also have others inside, governors of the year, and the reasons are also given wider. Many people are picking holes. Many people think that, oh, it's not supposed to. But we are looking at the selling qualities that have made them so. In fact, for the politician of the year, we have President Gregory Peter Obi as the politician of the year, and Natasha Akpoti Duara also as politician of the year too. Is a tie. Now, what will you say about our awardees?
All right, I thank you so much.
Starting
You
with
know,
President
this
Bola
morning,
Ahmed Tinubu.
I think part of the newspaper analysts have listened to, it's about this leadership, but we must be able to separate our emotion
Yes.
from the reality. You look at President Bola Tinubu. Beyond this presidency, he has been performing well and he has been successful at every stage of every election. But at this one, you could see that it comes with challenges.
Yes.
Look at his primary. His primary was a tough one. I'm sure that's part of what.
Don't actually even forget that. Is it Abiyokuta declaration?
Emilokon. Emilokon came. When he saw that there are a lot of odd against him, he decided to say, I have helped so many people, and this time it's Emilokon. That Emilokon actually went viral. And for those that do not understand Yoruba, they are wondering what is the meaning of Emilokon. However, I think he actually deserves it, because it's not easy, and to also go into the contest and emerge the winner among all the I think he actually did. Who else will you give among these people? And he also makes some bold effort as an economist. I also see him ready to really grow the economy. He projected 10% growth. Now he's doing 3.6%. He actually have that courage of removing fuel subsidy.
Yes.
That every president year on year will always come, and even Buhari say it for 8 years, he couldn't do it.
He even brought it back.
Even Buhari actually leave it and said by so period where he would have vacated the office, but he has that courage.
He won't need to feed the onslaught of Nigerians.
So apparently he's ready to face the odds to achieve and to develop Nigeria. I think he actually deserves it. Going forward, I'm sure he will also prove it further to say yes, he actually deserves. I think that's a good one for his contender rather, which is Gregory. Peter
yes, that's
Obi
politician
of the year. He actually deserved it because within a short period,
yes, that
he
he came on
left
the
PDP,
scene.
came to struggling Labour Party and became the flag bearer and galvanized to achieve a
Yes.
level of
Then with the
senator
youth,
level of the House of Rep and youth, and a lot of people have their voices because it's like the voice is going down. It's always APC or PDP, but he changed changed everything
change the
about it.
narrative.
And for me, he has achieved a lot. But I will only advise him that he shouldn't rest on his oars. She continue to move. After all, President Muhammad Buhari contested four times before he emerged the president. He still have the time. He still have the age. And my dear sister, which we call Natasha, you know, I'm from this part of Kogi State, Kogi Central. A lot of things work against her, and she still stood her ground. You don't believe in the judiciary. This is what we are saying. Believe in the judiciary, because she does not believe in the process.
Personally, I'd already even given
up. If she didn't believe in the process, she wouldn't have get to this level. So Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan still became the Senate representing Kogi, and the other person have to step down for him. I think it's a very good one. It shows that our democracy can still work and our judiciary are still working. Now we also have governors.
We have governors of the year. What do you want to say about our governors? We have Olawasheyi Abiodun Makinde of Oyo State.
Yes.
We have Mohammed Umaru Bago of Niger State. We have Reverend Father Hyacinth Ayomne Ali Elia. I hope I got that right. Of Benue State, and Tiko Umarada of Katsina State. They are leadership governors of the year.
Well, it's quite an interesting one. If you look at Oluwaseyi Makinde, discover that during his campaign, he actually campaigned purely for Tinubu. He's a PDP man, but he campaigned for Tinubu. And you know,
really?
Yes, that's what happens. And ideally, when you left your party, you are campaigning for another party, another candidate.
I remember
it
now,
could be
it was
a problem.
One of those,
the group. Yes.
What was the name
I forget this weekend group. They have a group.
Yes.
Something stand group. So now he went his way. I'll tell everybody that vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu in president. And when it's come to governor, and it's quite a difficult one because you know our people that have voted for we that are voting them, we always want to go with people. But this time they separate. That means the political education is getting deeper in Nigeria, where you can select that this is who we want to vote for this want to vote for this. Then they also rather, you know, when I got to see Rada, I was this like, you know, he was the DG of was this Medan, you know, during the Buhari era. So I was thinking, how with this all of the states, how will Masari actually give him this opportunity? But as God will have it, it gives him. So it's a good one, and he's making a giant effort to curb especially the insurgency in his area.
That is where I was going to. You've noticed that since he took over the hem of affairs in Katsina State, banditry activities has reduced.
Well, you know, let's give that credit to his predecessor too, Masari. You know, Masari has done a whole lot, though it was not showing. So I think he's now benefiting from what Masari
at the time
has. And he's a very simple gentleman. I recall I met him, was it last 2 weeks at a particular place. He was, you know, he would, without any siren and everything. I just look at his face very well.
That is Masari or
no, Rada. I said, Governor, he said, hey, good afternoon to you. I said, simple you. But he's a very young person. You need to see him. Very young, vibrant person. And very, in fact, I can say the shape of myself and him is like, it's a very simple person.
That's a nice
you only know he's a governor when you see him. And to Halia, I think, you know, if you look at recently that just happens to him about local government issues, where he just, it's not easy to be a religious person, also to be, to come into politics and to marry the two together. I even salute him because I wonder how he even emerged the flag bearer.
But you know, just like what you said,
Autumn,
let me just quickly chip in.
Right.
Many people are seeing him, using him, or many states now looking at him to see how far he will go. Obviously, like one person pointed out, he said he's going to form a model. Maybe many states now will want opt for.
Correct. Which you
a religious person.
Nothing stop a religious person from contesting.
Now you can continue what you want to say.
Nothing stop a religious person. Nothing stop an imam from contesting if he has the required things. Nothing stop a bishop, any person to contest. After all, Father Kuka has been very strong voice in Nigerian democracy, and nobody stops him. Not in fact over 30 years. I read some record of him. I discovered that he has actually contributed contributed. So, and Bago, you know, Bago is coming from National Assembly, and he actually contest with the now Minister of Information.
Okay.
Yes, they contested
Yes.
together.
Yes,
So
on the same,
Bago must shine.
platform.
He must shine because I passed through Mina to Bida. You need to pass through that road. It's not passable, and he has actually flagged it up and said they must do it no matter. So he doesn't have choice to, and he has declared a lot of things for good. So I think he actually deserve it.
He actually deserves it. All right, thank you so much. We also have many awards too.
Yeah, and this there's one gentleman. Okay, before we go, let's even go to Tunji Ojo. Tunji Ojo achieved in 100 days what other minister cannot achieve in 8 years. You know, he said all the backlog of passport must be achieved in 100 days, and without any special miracle, just the motivation, the leadership, and before you know, he achieved 100 days and everything went well. Now he said he's going to create different collection points, even both home and abroad. He's also working on NIMSI, you know, a lot of things on his table. A lot of things, and it's vibrant, and it's proving his age as expected. I think that's actually perhaps it's coming from that sector, which is IT sector. So that's now reflecting. That's now reflecting in all what is performing. But I expect the tempo to please continue.
I know this is what I've always been telling people, like, who maybe don't want to see anything, people don't want to see anything good in Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. I keep telling that no, there are departments and sectors that you actually give technocrats that you can't take away from the president. Among them is Dr.
Olubunmi Tunji
Ojo.
That's quite correct. Honestly, we can't take that away from him. What here and the Minister of Digital Economy.
Health sector too.
Exactly. Look at Party.
And even the agencies, the people that are heading the agencies,
no, the beauty is that
National
he actually
Healthcare, NHIS. He brought
technocrats with political interest. You know, and that's the beauty of it. If technocrats like this can start going into into politics, it will help us, because you cannot say I don't want to do politics, and a stupid and fool will be ruling you. So we must bring someone that have the capacity and can deliver to do it. And for public service person of the year, that's and a lady at that. That's a good one for Nigeria.
Okay, now we have a CEO of the year. We have the business person of the year.
In fact, I quickly want to see, because I was thinking into this page will be for the Bua, the Hotel Dollars, the Dangote. But so interesting that we could see another people coming into the business and doing very, very well. Very well. Even Dr. Stella.
But we're not okay. He's doing so well. She really have to step up.
Emzo Pharmaceutical has been there for long, and that's where Nigeria should need to work.
That's what I'm saying, that she need to now. There's so much gap to be filled.
Nigeria need to help this company to scale up. The most thing that poor Nigerians are suffering now is drugs. Do you know how much drugs are? How expensive they are now? So for her to have been doing, she has been excelling for long. I remember. So government need to come to people like this. That how do we? This 1 billion they are giving out shouldn't elude such a person. This Tinubu 1 billion. They have to support her from different perspectives. So that's a good one. Very young person. Right. I'm also interested in one of my friend who returned money. Where is that? There is this my friend that returned money. One Hausa guy who returned 15 million in keke that he found in keke, and he returned that money. It was quite interesting that boy returns that money. Yes,
Awalu Salisu, outstanding young person of the year.
I am telling you,
he's well deserving.
At this age, you found 15 million naira in your keke, where you are where you are struggling, and you decide to return it. So I expect northern governors or other well-meaning Nigerians to compensate him, and I'm very, very proud and happy that leadership could blow his trumpet better.
We always do that. That is our award. They are very, very credible.
Honestly,
and they are much even sought after, because we look at issues. Have you forgotten the just man then, a cleric,
right?
An Islamic cleric who hit some Christians in his church. We also
who made the crazy shit for them against all odds. I also appreciate this woman. That's an epitome of art.
She's been there.
Anything you do, please do it very well. It will definitely speak for you. I went to our art gallery at POE here,
Okay,
to
yes.
you know, when I got to there, I have to see, you know, you have to see a whole lot of things. I also went to Elegushi in Lagos. You need to see her edifice and what she has. You know, she's a true ambassador of Nigeria. So we want people like this to get this award. And
so
it's and money point.
Money point.
You can't take this away. If I go to any place now, people prefer you send money to money point. And away from that, you know, I got to know recently.
Works.
I get to know recently that there are even microfinance bank.
It's
actually a microfinance because you know government just banned some online pay. I was not scared. Is it not going to involve money? But I tried to find out. It's quite that they are actually a bank, microfinance bank. I need to tell you that these people have empowered a whole lot, and they are more trusted when it comes to transfer.
What do we want to say about our government agency of the year?
Right. Wow. You know, I'm a consumer advocate.
Yes, that's I was saving the best for you.
Our company, our NGO, Save the Consumer Initiative, our partner, FCC, PC, Federal Consumer and Competition Protection Council, in different fora. But I must tell you, they have an exceptional leader, Barrister Tunde Irukera. He has performed at every level. Someone who wants to just make sure things work well, not to just dance to the public or see. We have been having several of them. And I must tell you, this is the third FCPC that I will work with, that I will work with. And he has also, you know, I was part of the team that actually make sure that we move from CPC to FCPC. Yes, I was in National Assembly. I was in National Assembly to galvanize for it, to make sure that at least we influence it. But he has also tried to really move this commission. You know, before there's some responsibility that have been done by other agencies like SEC. It has come to them now. They now deal more in competition. But I must single them out for something. You know, there's what we call what do we call it? Loan sharks. These loan sharks, when it comes, everybody, you know, you will borrow 5,000 naira, and because of 5,000 naira, the whole world will know you. They will cyberbully you. That's even the issue. When you Google someone's name like this, you see he has been owing us. Then you just be in your house, you just receive. I don't know if you receive such message.
Yes, I have.
They just send message to you. There's also person is owing. By the time you got that person, how much are you in? Is it 10,000?
The person will even say, "I've paid since."
And they are still doing it. But he has tried to make sure there is sanity in that. But though there is gap in that they have come to, that they must help them to build. What happened is that because someone like us went to CBN and also went to NIDERIA, who is actually monitoring these people that are hosting these loan sharks app. They say nobody. So there was a lacuna. So he has to come on board to make sure that he actually makes sure they tame that anomalies, and they have actually sanitized that area. So kudos to Tunde Irukera, the FCCPC executive secretary. I think he has done well, and kudos to all his team. You know, I can mention a lot of them, Bridget, Olubumi, because I work with them hand to hand, and we also help them for some information to let them know, because we do have a Consumer Protection Conference every year, which is always during Consumer Rights Day. So we bring all these facts together and celebrate who we need to celebrate. So thank you, and kudos to them.
Generally, what will you now say about leadership awardees? These awardees.
Honestly, I can't wait
what
to.
You have spoken about them, so
I must tell you that it's well researched, well identified, and you could see there's a dint of hard work in the process of selecting these people. So congratulations to them, and thank you to leadership.
Thank you so much. Well, you've heard it all. Leadership's awardees, Person of the Year 2023. Is no other person than the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Congratulations once again, and to other awardees is an award we're deserving.
Right.
With that, we move to the next paper on our menu. Of course, we are not going to be able to touch all the papers, but asset declaration, that's the Guardian's leading story. 6 months on, Tinubu's net worth unknown, CSOs kick. But with the illustration given underneath it, you see that it's not just Bola Ahmed Tinubu alone. We've had past presidents, even Olusegun Obasanjo, that blatantly refused to declare their assets, except our late President Musa Yar'Adua, who declared. Even President Goodluck Jonathan did not declare. He kept his own assets a secret. Now, going forward, what can be done to ensure that this CCB hold them to the oath of office that you're supposed to declare your assets?
I think asset declaration is a constitutional issue.
Yes.
So the constitution did not say you must declare your asset. It's a choice.
But if it's a constitutional issue, that means it's supposed something that ought to be done.
Yes, that's why I said it has to go to National Assembly to empower CCB to say declare these people's assets. So if I'm interested in the assets, because Bola Ahmed Tinubu apparently have declared his assets, it's not only public. So you can go to CCB and request to get. So we expect a CSO to do that so that they can know the asset. But however, it is not binding on CCB to declare Tinubu asset open. So it depends on what. However, there's this caveat we must know. It appears clearly that Tinubu is more wealthy among all these people when it comes to declaration of assets. So I would even wonder if we would declare the money that is as big as Nigerian budget. So that's just what we are actually looking for. However, constitution should go deeper.
But if
National Assembly
it's
should
a
do more
constitutional
to
thing, why
declare
is it that who is supposed to enforce this? Why are they not enforcing?
I think it will go back to National Assembly. National Assembly needs to do that and say.
Must National Assembly now give back to what the Constitution says?
Well, the fact, no. Constitution did not clearly say declare your asset open. Okay. So to declare it open, we must go back and make it a law that every successive president should declare the asset, his assets, his or her assets open. Someday we'll have a woman that will become a president.
We just can't wait for that time to come. Anyway, the Punch has a cheering news for Nigerians. Dangote refinery diesel jet A1 hit market January.
Well, it's a gladdening news for us to hear. Perhaps the only thing is that we have more challenge of petrol. Petrol will be delayed. So that's a serious one. However, if this, as an economist, we are interested in this refinery bringing down the price of the commodity.
That's what we are looking
and
at.
my fear is that will it come down? That is the question. Because Dangote is a businessman. So Dangote refinery is in business, and you could see that they have borrowed a humongous amount to really float this. So we hope that if we have sufficiency at a particular level, there will be reduction. That's the hope. But without us having a Port Harcourt refinery working, it will still not be something joyful.
Yes, Ali, you seem to have taken the words out of my mouth. Just before we round up, I wanted to find what is the state of Port Harcourt refineries. We are already almost the second week of December, and if you recall, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu gave us a December deadline.
Well, the last thing I received, I saw interview of last MD of refinery of Port Harcourt. He said they are even working on the wrong refinery. That we have the old and the new. They're supposed to work on the old new. One. They are working on the old, and the new can produce and do more than the old. So when I got to hear that, I said, where are these professionals when they so started. We hope it will come up. Let's put our hope alive.
Let's keep our hope, just like what you said. That is the takeaway from today's program. Let's keep our hope alive. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you always on the program, and I also look forward to seeing you more on the program. Obviously, this is where we draw the curtain on today's edition of Inside Nigeria, reaching you on Leadership Television. My name is Winifred Ugwebo, and I look forward to having you same time, same station tomorrow.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.